thoughtful. Loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won, but the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him, and that's where you come in.
Admitted that he stumbled into it by happenstance because he was vocal about wanting the Jedi to do more in the Republic. Palpatine approached him and talked to him about their ideals, but something felt off. Duke then went on to say that he stayed with it because it was possible that Palpatine could be the Sith. When he felt like he was getting close to figuring it out, Duke brought his good friend Cyberpius into it because he knew he would accomplish the goal. Duke admitted that he would have told him, but he didn't want to give up his plan. Regardless, the council thanked him for his service and saw the value he gave them. Duke went into great detail about Palpatine's plan, and while it had already started, the clones were being created. Jango Fett was essentially just paid off to be an actor, and the Trade Federation was really out of his control. So the Jedi did what they needed to do. They marched into the industrial sector and they killed Sidious. The legacy of the Sith that ran through him was extinguished, and now only one Sith remained. That was Darth Maul. While it was a tragic that Maul escaped Naboo, believing that it would find the world of Force that he would escape, the Council had important business to tend to. Part of it was training of the Chosen One, and the other part of it was explaining to the Senate that their newly elected Chancellor was working against the Republic. While Dooku would have wanted to stop the invasion of Naboo, he couldn't interfere, because he didn't actually know it was going to happen. He was up in the dark about it. Palpatine only explained that change would be coming to the galaxy very soon, and that change happened to be the invasion of Naboo. Regardless, everything would be dealt with accordingly, and the Jedi would return back to their focuses. The Senate worked back into voting in a new Chancellor, and even reducing the role that the Chancellor had in the Republic. Now that Anakin was 9, the Council was ready to blow past the rest of its training. Each Jedi Master in the High Council would get 1 full year to train Anakin. Simply, it would allow Anakin to develop into a collaboration of the best of the best. Anakin would get started off at the age of 9 with Jedi Master Yaddle. She was best fit for Skywalker at his current age. She was older, but not quite Yoda's age. She thrived off of peace, and she would be the first Jedi Master to take Anakin outside the Jedi Temple. Though it wouldn't be anywhere too sketchy, she would take Anakin
So,
to the beautiful
where were we?
Oh,
right.
I had a history of
Him.
this around 3,000 years
Our
before
best
us.
plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform
Several
his
artifacts
ritual.
there, and so Yaddle wanted to take Anakin there to experience the power of the dark side. Not that she wanted him to
After following his trail across half the known world,
what it was when he felt it, so that he can identify it.
we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town, and the missing contact.
Truthfully, a style of teaching that Yaddle gave Anakin worked really well for him. After a full year at Alderaan, Anakin would return and be able to spend time with their strength bearers before he was taken under the wing of Jedi Master Adi Gallia.
Let's try this
Gallia
again.
had different goals for Anakin. She was
Where's
born from Gallia,
Nagalis?
and she believed that Anakin needed to experience the city
You
world
think you can
before.
come into my
Anakin
bar
never left
and
the
make
temple
demands?
until he got his crystal from Ilum and his full year on Alderaan. Adi Gallia would focus on the charisma needed from a Jedi, while Anakin during his year with her would only change from 10 to 11, she believed it would be very important for him to learn charisma.
It's not a demand,
Adi Gallia was
it's
a very
an
powerful
offer.
Jedi, and she was renowned
Telling
for
me
her
what I
charisma
need to
across
know
the galaxy.
is the
Anakin
smart
was
play
like
here.
Gallia. She was kind and sweet, and she reminded Anakin a lot of a younger Yaddle.
How'd you
Adi
figure?
Gallia had a closer
Sweet
bond with
talker.
Anakin But her schedule was much
Nev
stricter than
Gallus
Yaddle's.
is my only
Anakin
shot
and
at
Anakin
finding the
would work
Dreadwolf.
hard hours every day
I need
without
to know where
stopping.
she is.
Anakin was going to keep pace with
We
her,
were
though.
supposed to meet here,
It made him
in your
incredibly
bar.
fit, and by the
But
time he
you
was
let
passed on
Venatori
to
cultists
Peel,
drag her
Anakin
away.
was ready for what Master
I
Peel
didn't
would have
let
been.
them.
Master Peel was
They
another
paid
older
me.
member of the Jedi
So
Order.
answer my
Master
questions
Peel
and walk
was a
away with the
terrific
coin.
duelist, and he
Or
loved
spend
Anakin
it
very
cleaning
much.
up the place when I'm through.
Consistent lightsaber combat would keep
Your
Anakin
choice.
grounded inside the temple. He would excel
You're a
because
dog.
of it. After a human even Peel, he'd be passed on to Master Hero.
Do
Anakin
not
across the
plaza.
galaxy. Throughout the year, he would show
That's where
Anakin
you find
planets in the
Nev
outer rim.
Gallus.
Very hopefully it would be beneficial that Anakin's training to the planets of the
Thank
less
you.
fortunate. As the Jedi's chosen one,
You want to get yourself killed fighting the Venatori?
Take care of these
It's
people.
your ass.
He was responsible for leading the Jedi into a new era, and Ariel showed everything he could make sure that Skywalker would be ready for the
That offer's
galaxy.
good for all of you
Anakin
too.
enjoyed his time with Master Peel.
No?
He only sees so much that he was
They won't
regretted
listen
about
to
over
you.
the years, but now
They
he
can
was
always
realized
listen to Bianca.
When Anakin was moved on to Master Key, everything would slow down drastically. It's different type of Jedi.
Your
While,
friend
yes,
Nev
Anakin
Gallus
was a
is
Jedi
at Dumont
with
Plaza.
I heard.
values of a Jedi,
That's
Anakin
why
was very
you're my
cold.
second in command.
He had no natural feelings
Although for
that
the
most Jedi
record,
had.
you
It's
might
very
be too
obvious.
charming for your own
He would have
good.
Skywalker focus on his connection with the Force, but much like even Peel, he would be stuck within the Jedi Temple. It didn't bother Anakin, but he enjoyed temple life.
It got us
So
Nev's
that's right
location.
there, it's become a Padawan at this point, and she was currently serving the Luminar unruly. The next
Come
couple
on.
of years, we rather
Harding will be
plan
worried.
over in seats 8 and all in the CC Temple.
All right.
Nothing wrong with
Break's
it.
over.
It's just that you haven't had any dancing lessons in Seattle, Ariel.
I'm joining my thingy.
He was Anakin's next
I hope
teacher.
Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
Attributes. The Jedi Jim Carrey, his eyes, and 7 years
The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
strength attributes. Anakin how to use those same attributes. You also teach Anakin how to use the pod, which is very difficult because Anakin had no natural
Should we
connection
be
with
in
the
more
dark
of a
side.
hurry to get out
But
of
using
here?
the pod would come as
Don't
powerful
wanna
as a
look
tool to
conspicuous.
Skywalker if
Just
he
get
ever
out of here
confronted
nice
his
and
sin.
casual.
Seven
Find Nev
years was
Gallus
great to
and stop
Skywalker as
Solus.
well, and their bond continued since he was young.
I keep bugging me.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk
Wait! Well, I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bomb?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help him.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we...
Getting ready to pass his spell, the Jedi Knight, even at such a young age. Big Anakin worked harder than he'd ever worked before. Anakin did the job to do the best he could. Anakin was learning the best way to the galaxy, and
crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go. Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza. Then Nev will get us to Solus.
Is Solus something demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
When the veil comes down completely,
Then the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
As the years slowly pass by, Anakin out without a bit.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
During this time, in the outer rim,
You all right?
I've been doing what I can to help.
tracking down.
The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
As he treaded along it, delicately, unbelieving footprints.
What about you two? Are
Skywalker
you
stopped
okay?
with his eyes held to the ground in the middle of the desert. spark to the force.
That was a lot of demons. The Archon's palace was taking shots at us too.
Guess the blood pumping.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there.
Northwest, there's a Jawa scavenged in the
Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Ned to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demon, here they come.
She shoved Archie over and fell back inside. The hair fell out. Skywalker backwards, jaw, and flowing lights go around.
I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Ned.
Helen and fall up in the air and push them inside the walls. And lightsaber
Solus tears down the veil. Doesn't that destroy everything?
Yep.
Solus always
So,
talked about how
Helen ran at
beautiful
Skywalker and sidestepped the
Existed before the veil, and he wants to bring it back.
even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
Even trying to save the stone and a veil that Anakin possible around the puppet or throw off balance. Truthfully, Anakin wasn't playing with his food. He was just having a little with them, and they're both powerful adversaries. Skywalker ignited the other half of Wall related to the Rogers family.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
And snapping sound.
Let's move.
Pulse. One Alan was going to the wall, pushing them off the wall.
Venatori cultist!
Inside, swung at Anakin.
Hate these assholes.
And rode it into the Sith Lord. Helen saw her master's death, and she was enraged. Getting up, she was violently at Skywalker and watching each swing his blade legitimately offensive. So she got getting
The Venatori put
spun
up a
around
barrier.
and drove her as parts of the shattered all of the orders. And made sure that the pain was impossible and the talent could be. She was alive, next she wasn't. Anakin picked up his hologram and just walked off in one light. Contact, should I come to one? And said,
Back in the Lord's fortune, we refuse to take jobs from them.
down.
We'll take jobs from almost anyone.
They come back. They had a new her. Out of and in the hole. They found a combination of birds. Out of his head. Remember what Frodo said before it saw the hangar bag while tried to escape.
Yes, we're
And
sliding
then she
down.
returned to this new sort of compound. And Anakin became her new with arms. While she was up there on Hothead, she got around to her and worked up to her before like a Jedi. Skywalker, Jedi, top of there, not sitting down. Galaxy. Now, how God other transfers. Skywalker had the mission to one of the Jedi balance the Force that way. Galaxy might happen to something, and that lets you know our story construction from the long time that it made politics. It's
Another barrier. Not the Venatoris.
That's described like first called the doctrine in common French name on the doctrine, when the lightsabers acting without describing they're almost there, way in like 2 weeks. So let's come on, let's do a small bit.
Harding.
I'm way on the
Not the worst
23rd,
timing.
okay? That's my movie day. So
Nev,
let's
it's
describe
so
before
good to
before I
see you.
do that. Let's
We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same
Check out
thing.
those channels that showed up earlier, and let's
I
talk
wanted
about our story.
Venatori
So let me
to
just
see how
address this
it
before.
me. Figured I'd play along.
Hello, our story
I don't
begins
want
inside
to
the
settle
Jedi
the
Temple.
score this time.
Master Qui-Gon was
Then
found
the
by
sky
his
started
master.
raining demons. So I'm back on the...
Pretty
why
bad meat, Rook.
Rook,
That's why I don't want to ask his former instructor if he are right.
We came prepared for a rescue.
It's not a permission thing, but a mental wellness thing.
I haven't.
However,
Worse.
the chance
I
of
also-
Master find out his Padawan who want to go negotiate with the Trade Federation. Not
So
the
if
blind
we do
people.
catch Solus, or the Dread, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to break out of the Elven.
That ritual needs his full attention.
Over and
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
What's the hope?
When it comes to a straight
Why
up fight,
does he rest when he's master here?
I'm getting too old for this.
Lycan had no issue with this, but the champion decided to go, and when leaving them behind at such an age. Despite Yuki not having met young man, he had heard good things about the student. But Yuki believed that his new master was behind his life. Not everything had the whole world without sense of plans. He was going on to know this, but he knew that Francius wasn't as good as he claimed to be. He felt like his two words. A master that he learned in the accurate. Because of this said, was knowing that all his kindness was worth something. After the party, he found another that has begun to come, which he nodded. How to explain before they got to the hang of that? One fire coming. Wasn't a protection thing. Or a first moment. One the time he was, one the issue was the environment in its thoughts. Like our body was funny, one the maybe first question. Choosing ours still long drawn out sort of conversation with the Federation.
I can get it.
It's tired to define which might be farewell.
So this is the Dread
Why
Wolf's
don't we
hideout.
Upon their arrival in the Hangman, Wyden explained that they were switching things out.
Some of this looks
disheartened by this, but his
Solus
instructions
has
would
been
make
around
him
longer than
Their
Minrathous
task
itself.
is to want promoted to the rank of knight. Dooku and Master Himaguchi, on the other hand, went to the Chancellor's escort and informed them of the switch.
Broken
This wasn't a
chains.
problem because
Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agree on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
Shocked, and Master Gutsy was watching the ring of
What do you
hyperspace
see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah.
The path was right there. Said Zacchaeus was killed. While he young boy some months away from the state. And yet that was kind of everything was placed. But inside of his heart, in the same way, because how could he abandon his future son to Sith? Should the plan sounded like it was still an opportunity? He was days away from moving Kingdom from the archives and his master for class. But now he was going against orders of doing something that surely Palpatine would find out about. He envisioned the conversation.
It sounds like that
Before
opened
being
something
asked
below.
about their mission,
Then let's have a
turning
look.
back to Palpatine with a subtle grin, telling him that Dooku assigned himself to the assignment. I'm just like chuckling. This was all a mistake. Palpatine would surely have him killed. Despite two Jedi Masters being assigned to the mission, it would feel relatively similar.
This the big
The
glowing
Jedi Knights
window you
boarding
saw
one of the
earlier.
transports to the surface after the Corvette was destroyed, and the negotiations were put on hold. They went to Jar Jar, which would be Dooku's greatest delight, and they would see the Queen taking her son of a
We're
Captain
not
Starship.
on Minrathous anymore.
When they
I know,
arrived,
and the trem.
angry with the Sith. However, there was a sliver of change within the Jedi Master's heart. He spoke to the Queen about the stage with his brain about what one of the worst parts of the plan. There were things that he wasn't familiar with. That he was not. And how he was involved in the Federation with the Federation was shown. Like, the Jedi walked on the mountain. On the path of light.
Thought the demons were bad back in
Not
Minrathous.
suicide because it was stuff.
Fades a mess this close to
Life
ritual.
wasn't exactly his favorite game in the galaxy. He never survived it, especially after long missions.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Try not to think about it. All flow was the lactation of his first was to help. His journey was like not as much mission, but the two of you that ventured into the city of this outlaw
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual
From
site
the
lights
fact,
up.
he didn't know why water was held in non-cold for a child. He thought things blood boiled. That didn't change him. Instead, he chose the book and worked on making sure everything was properly done. It wasn't. He could find another shop or something. The boyfriend that he was pulled after a hailstorm is actually the best thing for the 17th Jedi Master. She was welcome despite her sad and maybe disheartening birth. It was a semblance of joy for her. She had a son, and she always thought and dreamed of life for the proud and young.
Almost
But
there.
the thought that what she said is not the how it was the person that no one else would know. That was the issue. That I was tonight, or the not the one, not the one brother, not mine, one master, not the trade, a galactic scale civil war, one that sees days of the public. If you want to turn to the change of the galaxy, it has consequences.
Nothing compares to how happy we get if someone finishes that ritual.
Yes. But standing around them, alone. You'll learn from that that the Federation will fight the fight. The captain of this line round, how we get the depth to provide the exponential contact the soldier and what the ground. Not
We have to stop this demon quickly.
what the hell? What a challenge for now we'll have to contact and help
How did demons this large get through the veil?
Damn thing probably sends Solus' ego.
Right fine. Not separate the boy from the other boy. It's unfinished. The word is death.
Everyone over.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Varric.
Solus
telling Water that if he didn't free the mother, he would face consequences. Water got the flabbergasted, telling him to come.
Let's buy him some time.
And he got closer to what he wanted. Not so much.
You better talk fast. Can't hold these movements off forever.
You need... Please.
People are all... It is what they do.
Won't work.
What if we disrupt...
How?
See, though, if we break the...
It's risky.
What if
Right. You...
What? No.
the storm?
Anyone got a...
Fine.
I'm a maid.
Either way, someone needs.
Let's go now. Hunt.
Trying to stop its universal movement. This wasn't established exactly. No one does it already one time. Just this was God knows. It's what power. This is the instruction from the guard fight him. Their hands in the next. Hell for when telling the Slayer Stone that there was no place in the galaxy that we had. The guards felt
This is it.
first that we would try to contact the master for help. That was
Bring
much
that
shorter.
scaffolding.
If I wanted to have snapping all their heads with what they're prepared. Having a lightsaber
Yes, we need one ticket. You can...
Lightsaber and scurried out the shop, hoping that this did not impact when he lost his mission. As Dooku walked back to the ship, he saw Anakin and Shmi hugging, and he thought that was sweet. Before he got to the ship fully, he heard a speeder run up beside him. As a lightsaber ignited,
You have no idea what you have done. I know.
on the ship. Yes.
When you're
The Master Jedi placed himself between Maul and the ship as he caught up the Sith assassin.
all right, you brought me
telling
the
him to
everything.
stand down.
Well, now thanks to
Maul
you.
then gutted the second time lightsaber and told the Jedi Master to get out of the way or he would be
Right,
killed.
the prison and so
Blade
I
then
Varric.
stepped forward.
Yeah, he tried
Young
Varric.
Anakin
So
watched the ramp as she pulled him
they,
aside.
it's
Told Maul that this was his final chance.
that's really not. All I helpful depending. El, this
After it continued forward. Maul saw this as a challenge of his skill.
Why? Why tear down the veil? Listen.
this is your
Well,
Varric. You're okay.
trust me, kid. Gonna take more.
What happened?
Remember?
Plan.
Yeah. Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Nev will be fine. She's a parent or
Varric.
you.
Varric.
Rook, like the unfo. There's a you're
I
Then
can't help it.
Go at me. See you later.
Over with dust covering his eyes. He wiped his face with the back of his steaming hot cloak. He looked forward and pointed his blade at the insurgent Jedi. He looked at Dooku and told him to go. This was his need. Dooku hesitated. He didn't want to do this, but everything he had done inside the city was because of this. The Sith could not be allowed to gain power, so he locked in. Dooku raised his lightsaber and swung at Maul, spinning his lightsaber around his back dedicatedly, holding one arm into his robe, ensuring he didn't get caught in the wind. Maul stumbled as he blocked the strike before engaging with Dooku, bashed Maul balance. The Sith assassin burst two Jedi Masters, one of which was one of the most accomplished duelists of the era. Maul defended it and blocked. All of his aggression had done him badly, and he defended himself the best he could. But Dooku's strikes were too quick and precise. He misstepped again and again. The session continued, with Dooku not adding a whole lot. But the Gungans refused to be traded. Then, he's... Hello. Our story begins inside the Jedi Council chambers, where Master Qui-Gon waited anxiously with Obi-Wan and Anakin in tow. The word of the Council would define the foreseeable future for Anakin Skywalker. The Master of the Order spoke out, telling Master Qui-Gon that the collective council believed it in the best interest of the Order that he not oversee the training of the boy. Instead, the council as a whole would train young Skywalker. As for the potential threat of the Sith on Tatooine, Mace would be accompanying Qui-Gon back to Naboo.
We should talk.
It was believed
about
that
what to
despite
do
Qui-Gon's belief in Obi-Wan being knight material, that if there was indeed a Sith, two masters should be the one to confront them. Regardless of potential skill or power that the Sith might hold, it was the return of the Jedi's ancient rival. If they were indeed to the council chambers, the Jedi were in discussion when it popped up. It was especially weird for Skywalker to be doing this on Coruscant, so they immediately... Hello, our story begins at the end of the training of Jedi Padawan Qui-Gon Jinn. His master believed he was ready to become a Jedi Knight. What Master Dooku was unaware of was the fact that Qui-Gon had fallen in love with an outsider. Qui-Gon's homeworld of Coruscant was filled with people of all walks of life, and it was one of these individuals who would bring a young boy into the galaxy. His son's name, Anakin. While the boy was a Jinn, Qui-Gon knew he couldn't forgo his name to another. Unlike Master Mundi, he wasn't saving his race. So Qui-Gon and his partner came up with another name, one that Qui-Gon believed would fit the boy, which was Skywalker. It was derived from the Chiss explorers, what they like to call Skywalker. Hello, welcome back to the Space Bullet, otherwise known as PPSW. Here blessed. Today we're back with another Star Wars story. Today we'll discover what would have happened had Qui-Gon Jinn survived his duel with Darth Maul and carried on to train and raise Anakin Skywalker as his own apprentice. Before we begin this video, special thanks to our patrons, voice actors, and everyone else part of the video team. Once you have fun in the next gateway, watch it in the video, and I will tell you how you can win. Our story begins